Hello viewers, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. This is MD Saiful Islam, founder of Saiful English Academy and an assistant teacher of our local high school. And you are most welcome in my Saiful English Academy again, children. It's hopeful that you are very fine and you are connected with me to watch my video class. So, my dear learners, let's get started. Today's class, I have been present in front of you with an advertisement, a new class named Discussion About Pronoun. Class number two. Class number two. Of course, you know that, my dear learners. In my previous class, I was trying to make you understand about definition of pronoun, classification of a pronoun, and various kinds of definition of pronoun. And with the reference of my previous class, today's class have been present in front of you with our new arrangement, new class, which is very important for you. So, my dear learners, knowledge, take a look at the board and try to understand. But before starting today's class, at first I want to declare topic of today's class. Topic of today's class. At first, my dear learners, I am trying to show you definition of personal pronoun, non-personal pronoun, and possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun. Next, secondly, my dear learners, I am trying to show you about your relation among personal pronoun, non-personal pronoun, and possessive pronoun. So, my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. At first, I'm trying to show you about definition of personal pronoun. Of course, you know that, my dear learners, personal pronoun means ব্যক্তিবাচক সর্বনাম. ব্যক্তিবাচক সর্বনাম. If we want to define it, personal pronoun, we can write that in this way, my dear learners. Take a look at the board and try to understand what are the themes I want to make you understand, and try to write in your exercise books. Personal pronoun is a sorry is a pronoun which is used instead of a person in a sentence or a statement. Okay, my dear learners, if you want to define it, the definition of personal pronoun, we can say that, my dear learners, personal pronoun is a pronoun. Personal pronoun হলো এমন একটা সর্বনাম, এমন একটা pronoun which is used, যেটা ব্যবহৃত হয় instead of a person, একটা ব্যক্তির পরিবর্তে, কোনো একটা ব্যক্তির পরিবর্তে, in a sentence or a statement, একটা সেন্টেন্স বা বাক্যে যে ওয়ার্ড বা শব্দগুলো আমরা কোনো ব্যক্তির পরিবর্তে আমরা দেখতে পাই, ব্যক্তির পরিবর্তে দেখতে পাই। আর এই ধরনের যতগুলো ওয়ার্ড বা শব্দ আমরা দেখতে পাবো, সবগুলোকে আমরা কি বলতে পারবো বন্ধুরা? Personal pronoun. Of course, I may give some example to clarify about this problem. So, my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. Now, my dear learners, now I'm trying to give some examples to clarify about these problems to regard the personal pronoun. So, my dear learners, I have written three examples to clarify about this. First example, my dear learners, Swipe is my son means Swipe আমার সন্তান বা ছেলে. He is 10 years old. He is 10 years old. That means তার বয়স 10 বছর. Try to look at the board and try to understand. Underlined word swipe is of course a noun. Underlined word swipe is of course a noun. And in this sense, in this sentence, he is used instead of swipe. Instead of swipe. So, my dear learners, hope that you have understood clearly. Next example, my dear learners, underlined Raisha and sheep. Raisha is my daughter. Raisha is my daughter. That means Raisha আমার কন্যা. She is 15 years old. তার বয়স 15 বছর. তার বয়স 15 বছর. Of course, you know that, my dear learners, Raisha is of course a noun. Of course, a noun. And in this sentence, she is used instead of Raisha, and Raisha is of course a person. Of course, a person. Of the true, you have understood clearly. Next example, Swive and Raisa are my children. Are my children. That means Swive এবং Raisa আমার সন্তান. They are very to me. They are very to me. That means তারা আমার কাছে খুবই প্রিয়. Try to identify my Jelenas. Swive and Raisha, of course, a personal person. That means noun. But in this sentence, they is used instead of swipe and Raisa. That means instead of a person. So, my dear learners, hope that you have understood clearly. And in conclusion, we came to mind that, my dear learners, personal pronoun is a word which is used instead of a person in a sentence or a statement. Hope that you have understood clearly. My dear learners, next find, my dear learners, I'm trying to teach you about definition of non-personal non-personal pronoun. I know that, my dear learners, you'll be able to meaning of this categories of pronoun. Non-personal pronoun means O ব্যক্তিবাচক সর্বনাম. Okay, my dear learners, and if we want to define it, that means the definition of non-personal pronoun we can write in this way, my dear learners. Non-personal pronoun is a pronoun which is used instead of a thing in a sentence or a statement. Okay, my dear learners, if you want to define a non-personal pronoun, we can write that, my dear learners. Non-personal pronoun, that means non-personal pronoun is হলো a pronoun এমন এক ধরনের সর্বনাম which যেটা is used ব্যবহৃত হয় instead of a thing একটা বস্তুর পরিবর্তে. That means except person, all categories of things you can call non-personal. And in this case, you'll have to mind that and try to save in your memory, my dear learners. Except persons, all categories of creatures or things in this world are called non-personal. Non-personal in a sentence or a statement. That means যে প্রোনাউনগুলো কোনো অব্যক্তিবাচক অর্থাৎ কোনো বস্তুর পরিবর্তে আমরা সেন্টেন্সে দেখতে পাই সেগুলোকে আমরা নন পার্সোনাল pronoun বলতে পারি. Hope that you have understood clearly. Now I am trying to write some examples to clarify. So, my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. I have a mobile phone. It is a very precious. Next example, my dear learners, we have a cow and a goat. They are useful animals. Korim has a dog and a cat. They are domestic animals. Okay, my dear learners, to clarify about this, I have written three examples in about so my dear learners. Try to understand to me what were the things I want to make you understand. First example, I have a mobile phone. In this case, mobile phone, of course, a noun. Of course, a noun. And next step, it is very precious. It is very precious. Precious. Okay, my dear learners. In this sentence, it is used instead of a mobile phone. Of course, you know that, my dear learners. Mobile phone is, of course, a thing. That means non-personal, non-personal pronoun. So, my dear learners, in this case, at the case of anything, which pronoun is used, that is, of course, non-personal pronoun of that you have understood clearly. Next example, my dear learners, we have a cow and a goat. Okay, my dear learners. Next, they are useful animals. Try to understand, my dear learners. In this sentence, cow and goat occurs a thing, and in next and the next sentence, there is used instead of a cow and a goat. In this sense, we can say that, my dear learners, they occurs a non-personal pronoun that you have understood clearly. Next example, my dear learners, Korean has a dog and a cat. They are domestic animals. Try to identify, try to understand, my dear learners. In this sentence, dog, catch. Of course, fashion and not fashion, a thing. And next sentence, the is used instead of dog and cat. And in this sense, the is of course non-personal pronoun of that you have understood clearly. So, my dear learners, we can see that, my dear learners, non-personal pronoun is a pronoun which is used instead of a thing in a sentence or a statement. Of course, you are told that, my dear learners, and I want to suggest to you, my dear learners, you'll have to mind that in this way, except any person, all things or creatures in this world are called non-personal pronoun. Of that you have understood clearly. Next, my dear learners, I'm trying to show you about definition of possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun. So, my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. Possessive pronoun means অধিকার সূচক সর্বনাম. Okay, my dear learners, if we want to define it possessive pronoun, we can say that in this way. Possessive pronoun is a pronoun which refers to the ownership of a noun in a sentence. Sorry, in a sentence. Okay, my dear learners, if we want to define it possessive pronoun, we can say that, my dear learners, possessive pronoun is pronoun which refers to the ownership of a noun in a sentence. That means, my dear learners, possessive pronoun হলো এমন এক ধরনের pronoun যেটা to the refers to বোঝানো হয়, যেটা দ্বারা বোঝানো হয় the ownership of a noun, একটা নাউনের মালিকানা, কোনো নাউনের বা বিশেষের মালিকানা বোঝায় একটা সেন্টেন্সে। এই ধরনের যতগুলো ওয়ার্ড আমরা দেখতে পাবো বন্ধুরা, সবগুলো ওয়ার্ডকে আমরা কি বলতে পারবো বন্ধুরা? অবশ্যই possessive pronoun. Now, of course, now I'm trying to show some example regarding this. There is a cow in the field. This is mine. There is a there is a dog outside of our house. That is ours. Okay, my dear learners. To clarify about this, that means a possessive pronoun. I have written two example. So, my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. First example, I have written there is a cow in the field. There is a cow in the field. That means মাঠে একটি গরু বাঁধা আছে। মাঠে একটি গরু বাঁধা আছে। This is mine. এটা আমার। এটা আমার। Of course, you know that, my dear learners. Now, try to identify cow. Of course, a noun. And in this sentence, mine is used the sense of the ownership of the cow. In this sense, mine is of course a possessive pronoun of that you have understood clearly. Next example, my children, is there is a dog outside of our house. That means আমাদের বাড়ির বাইরে একটি কুকুর আছে। আমাদের বাড়ির বাইরে একটি কুকুর আছে। Next, that is ours. That means ওইটা আমাদের, ওইটা আমাদের. In this sentence, ours is ours refers to the ownership of the job, of the noun job. So, my dear learners, we can say that here ours and mine, of course, are possessive pronoun. Of that you have understood clearly. My dear learners, now I am trying to show about relation between among personal pronoun, non-personal pronoun, and possessive pronoun. So, my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. At first, I'm trying to show you what's personal pronoun. Personal pronoun. Personal pronoun. You'll have to mind that, my dear learners, personal pronoun is used instead of a person in a sentence. Okay, my dear learners, you'll have to mind that, my dear learners, personal pronoun is used instead of a person in a sentence. That means, my dear learners, personal pronoun গুলো কোনো ব্যক্তির পরিবর্তে একটা সেন্টেন্স বা বাক্যে আমরা ব্যবহার দেখতে পাই। Next, non personal pronoun is used instead of a thing in a sentence. Okay, my dear learners, that means non personal pronoun গুলো কোনো সেন্টেন্স বা বাক্যে কোনো বস্তুর পরিবর্তে বসে, অর্থাৎ অব্যক্তির পরিবর্তে, অব্যক্তিবাচক কোনো কিছুর পরিবর্তে আমরা দেখতে পাই। নেক্সট, মাই ডিয়ার লার্নার্স, possessive pronoun refers to the ownership of a noun in a sentence. Okay, maybe let's have the two you have understood clearly. If I tell you about what relation among personal pronoun, non-personal pronoun, and possessive pronoun, you have to mind that, my dear learners. Personal pronoun is used instead of a person in a sentence. Non-personal pronoun is used instead of a thing in a sentence, and possessive pronoun refers to the ownership of a sentence. Hope that you have understood clearly. My dear learners, today's class, I want to summarize today's class, my dear learners. Today's class, at first, I am trying to show you definition of personal pronoun, non-personal pronoun, and possessive pronoun. And then, secondly, my dear learners, I am trying to show you about the relation among personal pronoun and non-personal pronoun and possessive pronoun. So, my dear learners, of that you have understood clearly. I don't want to learn in today's class, but I want to share something with you, my dear learners. Of course, you know that, my dear learners, I'm a new teacher or new teacher in YouTube channels. Though I'm Bangladeshi, but I'm trying to use English conversation at the time of my making various kinds of video classes. So, my dear learners, if you notice any faults or mistakes in the midst of my video class, please excuse me, pardon me, and pray to Almighty Allah for me so that I can help you, I can serve you, I can cooperate you in this way through my video classes throughout my life. So, my dear learners, no more today. Come to see you again with a new words mentioned in class. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.